sometimes people don't ask themselves that question. So when I tend to do one-to-one coaching, for argument's sake, and I'm trying to help a person build their, for want of a better word, brand, to help them build their individual brand, one of the first questions I ask is, what are your values? In fact, there's one or two people on this call that I've asked that question to in the past. What are your values? What do you stand for? You know, if somebody's talking about you and behind your back, what are they saying? Because you want them to be saying what your values are. Yeah, so you want that person to be saying, you know, what do you think of John? You know, but by the way, that's not a license to anybody on this call to start telling me what you think of John. But what do you think of John? Well, you know, yeah, he's all right. Yeah, do you know what? He's a good guy. Yeah, he'll deliver for you. Yeah, he'll get it sorted for you. Just have a word with him. You know, whatever your values are, you need to know what they are before you can even think about impact and presence. Because if you don't know what your values are, there's no way in hell somebody else is going to know what your values are. And of course, in addition to knowing what your values are, you've got to live them as well. So you've actually got to make sure you know what your real values are, because that will come through in your conduct for people. Yeah? That will come through. You know, are you a trustworthy person? Are you a person that's solution focused rather than problem focused? People will read that and make a decision of you, and that will then impact whether you make presence or impact with that person. Okay? So I know I'm harping on about this a little while, but I'm doing this on purpose. And if there's one exercise you take away from today, if you've never asked yourself before, what do you stand for? What are your values? And do other people know that? Yeah, and I'm not about forcibly telling people what your values are. They should see it by the way that you act, by the way that you live your values. But we don't ask this question at school. It's not a question we get asked. What do you stand for? What are your values? Some people might have scribbled stuff on a CV before, trying to explain it maybe, but it's not something that we come across. Okay, so point number one in presence and impact is understand what your values are, what you stand for.